Good morning! I'm here pulled off the side of Bear Lake Road at the Storm Pass Trailhead inside the Rocky Mountain National Park. And it's real windy this morning. And today, I'm going to go for Estes Cone via the Storm Pass Trail. Looks like it's about 4.5 miles or so up to the pass, and then another 0.6, 0.7 up to the summit of Estes Cone. Starting here just before 6:20, and let me reiterate, it is windy today. I specifically chose this hike today because it is so windy. The wind is coming in from the west, so I'm hoping, I'll be blocked most of the day, plus I'll be in the trees. So for a good 4 miles of this, the wind shouldn't be an issue. Maybe a 1/10 of a mile into the hike, you come up to your first trail split, and to the left is going to take you up to Sprague Lake. However, we need to stay to the right. In another 2/10 of a mile or so, you come up to the next major trail split, and if you go to the right, that's the connector trail that leads back up to the Glacier Gorge Trailhead and the Bear Lake Trailhead. We don't want that. This is the Boulder Brook Trail. Pretty awesome. Gonna come back and do that someday, but not today. We want this trail. We want to stay on this for another 4 miles up to Storm Pass. This is a beautiful trail so far. So far my plan is paying off, and I'm staying out of the wind. I can hear it just howling above me through those trees, but it's not really affecting me too much. And another cool thing is that there's no one else on this trail. We don't want the Glacier Basin Campground. We want Storm Pass. This way. We need to take this section of trail for 0.7 miles. And that'll be the final trail split before we reach Storm Pass. And I'm to the last trail split before we get up to Storm Pass. And to the left is where you can pick up the Wind River Trail, and that'll take it back down to the East Portal Trailhead. We're gonna stay to the right and continue on for about 3 more miles up to Storm Pass. I'm not doing much filming along this Storm Pass trail. It's all about the same. Steadily going uphill. I'm just knocking these miles out. It is no joke windy out here today. I stopped to get that pano shot of the mountains, and my hat almost went for a ride. I mean, that gust of wind hit me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm loving these trees right now. And this is beautiful through here too. The aspen leaves are already starting to drop. That's because it was so dry. That one right there is Estes Cone. It's looking pretty far away, kinda. I'm about 1.5 hours into the hike. Looking at about 3/4 of a mile up to the pass, and I'm just over 10,100 feet. And this thing's pretty steep. I did not think it was going to be this steep, but it's pretty relentless the whole time. However, Storm Pass is at about 10,250. I'm over 10,100 right now. So this last 3/4 of a mile should be pretty flat. I hope it is. I think those stairs that I just came up, that was the last of the real steep uphill. Seems like right after that it flattened out. Whew. Hey, that's right at the point where you're going, what the hell is going on with this trail? And then it starts to flatten out. Just kidding. We're going uphill again. Coming around the corner, and that's a good look at Storm Pass. And then it leads on up to Estes Cone. Alright guys, and in 1 hour and 50 minutes, I made it up here to Storm Pass. Now I just need to remember which one of these trails goes up to the summit and start hiking up. Looking at about 750 vertical feet in 6/10 of a mile up to the top. Actually, this sign says that it's 0.7 up to the summit. That sounds a little better. Stretch that gain out a little bit. Here at about 10,500 or so, I start picking up the rocks. I'm just about up on the summit, maybe 5 minutes away. However, I'm about ready to break through the trees and I'm going to get hammered with that wind. So I'm probably not going to get any audio. This is the final scramble to the summit. It's right there. Alright guys, in 2.5 hours, I've made it up here to the summit of Estes Cone, 11,006 feet. I'm sitting up here on the summit trying to get out of the wind, and to my surprise there's no one else up here. I thought there'd be at least one other person up here. It's a little lonely. It's about 9:50. I've been sitting up here on the summit of Estes Cone for about an hour, but it's time to go. It's time to head on back. made it back down to Storm Pass. And according to this sign, it's another 4.5 miles back down to the Storm Pass Trailhead on Bear Lake Road. This has been one of the windiest days ever that I've experienced out here in the Rocky Mountain National Park. And this was a really good hike to escape the wind. I mean, it was loud the whole time. You could hear the wind, but it wasn't really hitting me. It wasn't like knocking me over or anything. It only got bad on the very, very top on that ridge. You had to be a little careful up there. It's kind of narrow. And one big gust will send you flying. That's looking back up at Estes Cone. That's pretty awesome looking. Lots of trees on it. Right. And this trail is actually really nice heading back. Smooth sailing. Still working my way down the Storm Pass Trail. And that's looking over at Thunder Peak on the left, Lightning Peak on the right. I did both of those last year. This part of the trail was really pretty. All these aspens. And like I said earlier, they're already dropping their leaves. Awesome! And within an hour and 40 minutes, I'm back down here to the Wind River Trail Split. Just got to continue on and do this little bit of uphill right here. Alright guys, and in just under 2 hours and 10 minutes, I'm back up here to the Storm Pass Trailhead. That's a pretty easy hike down. Hope you enjoyed that hike. And until the next one, y'all, peace.